Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go!
Again, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, Huntley. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Huntley. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, and they like the way that they started this ball game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
And I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Lawrence going to keep it again. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On third down, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Huntley to throw. Rolling to his left. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc., but this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second and very short, Lawrence trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down.
Huntley, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking in zone for Jones.
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Robinson with another carry.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Okay, ready. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Lawrence. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Check contact.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Agnew now to return. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here's Lawrence.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And oh, it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for 2. They went for